Taurus, this is the word to the wise. I went on an 8-minute rant without talking about the cards. So I'm starting your reading over. The cards are still here. I didn't even start to read about them, but I think you should just listen to the messages for real. I'm doing pulling oracle cards. This is words to the wise. This is about entities and energies that you need to be aware of at this time, which that other video did pertain to. But like I said, I went on a rant. So, Ariana Osborne, Oracle deck, Angelarium, Oracle of Emanations by Eli and Peter, and the Santa Muerte Oracle deck by Fabio. So we have this entity here. This particular energy is said to have many gifts and specialties, all of them of benefit to the summoner and given with general goodwill. He is knowledgeable about many sciences, including the uses of stones and herbs in medicine and alchemy. He is gifted with all forms of public speaking, from logic and debate to speeches and persuasion. He can find and recover treasures, and he is a great lover of the arts. His ability to gift the conjurer with some portion of his logic and ingenuity helps them express themselves eloquently. It says focus on gaining eloquence and grace. And the spiel I went into and the stern talking to that I had for y'all was pertaining to moderation. It was pertaining to compromise. That's not y'all's strong suit. As well as people not being possessions, to value things that cannot be owned by you. You can have an admiration for things without you sticking them in a headlock and keeping them, like mine. Those pelicans off of Finding Nemo. That's what initially came to mind. But eloquence and grace, right? There's someone in your environment. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like you could learn from this person. You can gain a lot from them, and the thing is, you can't spend it. You can make money with it. You can be more comfortable with it, but you can't spend it. It's not disposable. It's invaluable. So this eloquence and grace, being gifted in the arts, sciences, being a public speaker, you rule the throat. So that is perfect to link up with a person like this with full intention of retaining some of that eloquence and grace. You can't hold on to this person though. I mean, they have a job to do. The entity that you're encountering, and that could be something that allures you. So use the connection for that purpose, to learn eloquence and grace and how to better maneuver in those areas that you're not the best at. Because it seems that they have a lot to teach. And it could do you well to pick up on that and learn those traits. Mm-hmm. You don't know how long they're supposed to be in your life. Just learn what you can. Something that can't be stolen, something that can't be taken. Because those are the things of value that you really need to seek. Things that add personal value to you. Not how much you own, Not what you're driving, not where you're living, not what job you have, not what's in your bank account, not, your shoe collection, hat collection, coin collection, stamp collection. None of that shit has value like this. Because when it's all gone, burnt, stolen, destroyed, whatever, these gifts and these abilities help you regain. They help you rebuild. This is something that cannot be taken. And it seems that the Tauruses that I've encountered in my lifetime are always there's always something that they're about to lose or on the verge of losing. There's always some type of threat to their value because it's something that they naturally have to defend. They rule that house. So they're always going to be met with challenges that go against or try to deflect from, take from their personal value, their personal finances, their worth, their security, their security. So these traits, these talents, these abilities are things that cannot be taken from you. Wow. Pizza. It's an Aztec name. And when I turn the camera off, I'm going to try to say it correctly. God of the sun and of war, simultaneously benevolent but strict. In fact, just as the sun consents life on earth, its excess can burn and kill. Didn't I say burn? Oh, my bad. I was just kind of loud, right? He can be considered a sublimated form of the light, powerful and generous, but lethal. Didn't I? Sorry. Powerful and generous, but lethal if, like the little hummingbird that flies too near to it, we do not keep the right distance from it, or if we exceed it in ignorance and presumptuousness. The advice is to proceed calmly along the path you have chosen, but without presumption towards the first goals you see in the light. Otherwise, the shadows you meet on your path will seem like darkened wells. So it's not, just because they glitter and shit, it's not gold. I'm telling you, these gifts, these abilities will help you. Oh, forecast. Forecast. Okay. They'll help you. They'll help you. They'll help you. I was in that other video, I think I was explaining how generous Tauruses can be. But they never forget the generosity that they gave because they expect it back. Right? So when they are met with nothing or people trying to do them any old kind of way, and they're like, well, didn't I do this for you? Didn't I buy you that? Didn't I give you? Were you doing business or were you doing kindness? Be clear with your intention. I think this person that has something to teach you, they really don't gain from you from teaching you this shit. It's not like the only reason why I'm teaching you is because you're buying my class, because you're signing up for my webinar. It's not that type of thing. It's just a person who naturally does this shit and they can do this shit in their sleep. They probably do. They probably do. So just be mindful. Like, it's telling you to be careful. Like, for real. Especially if this person is with this, like, if you mistake. Ooh, I'm gonna show the card. If you mistake who they are to you and misuse their power, or assume, it'll fuck you up. This person is lightning sharp. They have a sharp mind. So when they're telling you to approach to learn eloquence and grace, it's saying that in comparison, the way you communicate with this person, it may just throw off the whole connection. It may just throw off the whole thing. There's something about what you assume, or what they say, presumptions, can get you fucked up. That's basically what they're saying here. So you have to see what is valuable about a situation, what value this person represents in action, because you don't know the essence of this person. You really don't. None of us know essences of the other person. We can feel things, we can intuit things, but you don't know their origins, their galactic, celestial origins. You do not know who the fuck you're fucking with, right? So when you come up on this person, their natural and innate powers and abilities are going to come if they feel attacked or threatened. If you're mistaking what they're attempting to guide to you or guide you towards or give you, you know, assistance with, if you misuse the purpose of them in your life, you will be met with a vengeance here. This is number 13. This hummingbird about to get lit the fuck up now. And it's like, while you assume this is the value and this is what I'm gonna go after, you know, it's like I don't know. Okay, I had this friend, and both her parents were cooks. They were chefs, and they taught at the local community college, right? And they would her and her siblings would ask for grilled cheese and shit all the time, or spaghetti, basic shit. They didn't want nothing fancy. They just wanted their comfort shit, the comfort food. And the capability of these two parents was so immense and so wonderful. They loved to cook. They enjoyed sharing their creations, right? And it was so basic. These kids would ask for cereal. They didn't want no pancakes. They didn't want no crepes. They didn't want no waffles. They didn't want no, French toast, homemade French toast. And I would be over there like, what you got on the menu? Because I want what you're eating. I don't want what they eating. And they loved to cook for me because the very things that they were gifted with, that they loved to do, that they could do in their fucking sleep, someone admired and actually took them up on that offer and showed interest in those very specific things that they spent their life learning to do and do it well. So the kids diminished, they just overlooked the talent and the ability. The very same thing that put food on the table was dismissed and disrespected, disregarded. They wouldn't eat leftovers. And it was like, I handmade that pasta. You took 2 bites out of that pasta because you sat there and ate Pop-Tarts in the living room. Before I cooked, you took 2 bites of my pasta and threw the rest in the trash. How the fuck dare you? Like, that was kind of the feeling I would get from the damn situation. And it was like, oh, when I come over there next morning, I'm coming to pick up my homegirl. The first thing I would ask, what y'all cooked last night? And they're like, what? I'm just gonna, toss this out later. I'm gonna fix my lunch for work or whatever, and toss the rest out. I'm like, I want some, and to tell them how good the food was, and to tell them how talented they were, and damn, can you teach me this? They were delighted. They were excited to have me over, have me taste shit, to test stuff. It was like those were their traits and their abilities to manifest and manipulate food in such a wonderful way, right? So you have somebody here, real, don't want to do 20 push-ups. So you're overlooking something that someone is great for because you're so used to your comfort zone that you don't understand this. Look at it. This is Taurus, the hummingbird. This is this person. You could learn a thing or two before you approach a person like this. There's a certain way to approach a person like this. And there's eloquence and grace to be gained if you can learn it from them. If you can set your, what you think you know to the side. Yes, you have your preferences. This ain't about your preferences because your preferences kept you from learning this shit, is what it's saying. Your comforts kept you from learning this shit. Because the only thing that you can see is the things that you consider valuable, but this shit is so valuable and this person's impressive. If you don't, it's up to you. I don't know how many ways I can say it. I'm trying, but there's gonna be a Taurus out there like, I don't want to. I just wanna know. Angel of Snow, Shalegiel. The bravery of happiness in the face of sadness. Happiness that stands against the stark cold and does not shiver. The winter is heralded by the fall of snow as Shalegiel dances, each step as unique as the snowflakes that frolic about this angel. The quiet reveler of winter, Shalegiel, moves over the rime, a bright and joyous visage amidst a harrowing landscape. Its presence brings belief to those seek escape from an overburdened world. Take refuge from what ails you. It is time to recover. A snowflake, a seed, a pine tree. This happened already. This happened already. This is current. Taking a break. Chilling. Literally chilling. Listen, this person is an intellectual. You can still talk to this person, but they're gonna look like this. You look like Hummingbird. That is sitting right on, like their whole throat is lit. This is all lit up. Listen, what what you say, Icarus? Varouche always talks about Icarus. He was kind of overzealous and tried to, fly towards the sun, but his wings were made of wax. So I mean, he got fucked up. That's kind of what I'm getting with this too. Like this person is lit. It has a lot of intellect, and probably in medicine. I see the snake. So the snake to me represents medicine, especially wrapped around that in that manner. This is a person of prestige in the spiritual realm, though. So even on in everyday conversation, this motherfucker may have a regular ass job, right? But the intellect and the information that they're relaying is some high shit. Eloquence and grace. This person, and it talked about the sciences. It talked about what else? It said he is knowledgeable about many sciences, including the uses of stones and herbs in medicine and alchemy. He is gifted with all forms of public speaking, from logic and debate to speeches and persuasion. He can find and recover treasures, and he is a great lover of the arts. His gift is his ability to gift the person who seeks his counsel with some portion of his logic and ingenuity and to help them express themselves eloquently. Got it. These are two different people. You're getting advice from one person to learn how to navigate this situation where presumptions were made and feelings got hurt that has a person now sitting the fuck down somewhere. So you're going to have to speak to a teacher. It's somebody who was a fucking teacher, who taught arts and crafts, worked with literature. You're going to have to speak, male or female, you're going to have to speak to this person in order to reach this other person because they understand this person on an intellectual level. This is a go-between. The energy that you're going to be coming up on with words of the wise is a guide, is a counselor, is somebody, and they may not come in that type of package, but it's somebody whose word you trust. It's somebody who gives you insight that you never considered, right? And the same way that you speak to them and you respect their conversation is the way you have to approach this one, because it's very similar. Put some respect on my name, says, what the, I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm gonna try. Huitzilopochtli, God of the sun and of war. If I look at those elements and it's associated with the light card, you're looking at somebody with Leo, Aries in their chart. If I look at that, God of the sun, God of war. That's this personification here. So this motherfucker will fuck you up. The sun, I mean, is nourishing. It makes shit grow. It has vitality. Get too close. Unprotected, you won't even know what the hell happened, pretty much. Like, wait a minute. Look at this disc. That looks like something that's on a dollar bill or money. This person knows value. What is that? I don't know. Do I have a dollar? In my room. That's some kind of crest. Some kind of, so, damn it, man. Low on space. There we go with this shit. Talk to your people so you can talk to your peoples. Because right now it's got you sitting on ice. Taurus. You better understand them words that are coming out their mouth.